Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more ArmA 3, and today I've actually joined a team deathmatch server, supposedly. I'm not too sure about what's going on. We've got a lot of equipment here, a body, and two guys just chilling, not sure what they're up to, but according to the map, we can see that some of our troops appear to be engaging hostiles, perhaps further up this air base, so we're gonna have to take it easy here and creep on up to the front and see what's going on. We've got shots fired on a fairly regular basis. I'm gonna come around here and see if we can grab any contacts. It looks like a friendly up front. I tried to get onto a team deathmatch server the other day, but I had a couple of problems with them. It seems to be a fairly glitchy setup for the time being, but it is alpha, so I really don't expect a whole heck of a lot. I will say that the team deathmatch servers are a bit more prevalent than they were in standard issue ArmA. ArmA 2, I should say. Usually most people are playing cooperative scenarios. Try to go around through here. Now we are open from this flank, but we'll need to watch out for anything trying to come around us. Friendly. Now, for the sake of this commentary, I do have some of the audio lowered in regards to voice communication, as well as some of the computer voices that tend to be a little annoying when it comes to a team deathmatch scenario. I'm just trying to creep up here carefully. Kind of open out there. Do believe we've got a friendly up ahead. A couple of weapons on the ground here as well. Shot possibly inbound. Trying to just creep around here carefully. We don't know who is perhaps camping up front. We've got some friendlies joining us here. Friendly body up front. Gonna go ahead and push up a little bit more here. Just going cover to cover, but again, we don't know. You know, there could be somebody on these sides here, and we don't know how far up or if there are any boundaries set within this game mode. I believe these are mostly customized servers, so I'm not 100% sure about what's going on. So there's another friendly right. There's some interiors here we need to be careful of as well, so I'm going to try to take this far left flank. Had some movement up front, believe it was friendly. Trying to keep my gun at the ready. Got, okay, friendlies on that flank there. Are we clean on this side, left? They are engaging. Friendly, who is missing most of his uniform for some reason. Shots fired. Okay, I believe this guy just dropped, because we just saw him a few seconds ago moving around. Gotta watch out. for those snaps. I've also slowed down my movement speed to a slow walk, so I'll play it a bit more safe here. Friendly, moving up on the right. He's out in the open. If there's anybody out there, he would have taken a hit. We've got some interiors over there, but okay, I think we saw another friendly up front. Speed things up. I like to keep my weapon at the high ready most of the time, just because if somebody wants to rush around a corner, we can hopefully get a drop on them. Friendly out in the distance there, and he's engaging apparently. I'm gonna try to take a prone position here, see if we can provide some assistance. I might need to switch my sights here though. Friendly up front. I'm thinking they're a bit further back. This would be a good spot if they decided to come through there, but it doesn't look like it. Ideally, you'd be doing this with friends to the point where you could then coordinate an assault. Here we got our map check. Just trying to see where they're engaging hostiles. Alright, I'm going to switch back to my close quarter sight and then see if we can maybe come around this wall, perhaps. We've got a man down here. Don't know at what point in time he went down. Oh, what the... what the heck is going on? Why am I a seagull? Okay, I am confused. Is this like some sort of... what the frack? What was that about? Was that the end of the round? I have no idea what that was. Was I killed? Did the round restart? I don't know what happened there. Alright, well, let's try to push back up there. Actually, let's take a look at the map to see if... I don't know, there's people in the chat. I don't know if they're saying anything else in regards to what just happened. That's the first time I've seen that. So I don't know what that was about. Switch back to close quarter sight. Get into the tactical pace. And here we go again. What is going on? Why am I a seagull? I definitely was not killed. And, okay, well... yeah, I guess this is not any way to sell the team deathmatch aspect at this point in time, but this is also a... yeah, I have control of this bird. This is just one of many team deathmatch servers. Again, I believe it's, you know, a custom setting. I'm really not sure what sets it up or how it's done, or, you know... how the game has to be modified in order to get a team deathmatch game going. I'm pretty sure you can do most everything through the editor and then just set the server up. I don't know what's going on. Obviously, this is a bag of stupid right now. It's a bit silly. So I might need to just go ahead and join a different server. Maybe there's not as many team deathmatch servers. And I'm kind of more interested in something more objective based, and I think there may be a few as well, but yeah, I'm not here to show you, you know, Seagull Simulator 2013. So Let's go ahead and try to find something else. What if I hit respawn? That does nothing. So we're going to abort. Yes. I have no idea. I don't see anybody saying anything much in the chat. So I'm going to disconnect from that and disconnect from this. And right now I have it filtered by servers running some sort of deathmatch, team deathmatch. It's interesting because this says DM and this is TDM, obviously deathmatch and team deathmatch. I don't know why anybody would want to do any type of free-for-all. See, this says team deathmatch in the title, so I don't know if there's some sort of issue there where it's not DM, it's more, they're all TDM. So it's, and this just says team DM. So there's some really strange inconsistencies with this. It seems like it's mostly because they're customized. And in regards to ping for me, okay, 39 of 40. That one just got filled up. 16. Which airfield base? I thought that was the one I was on. There's some ones with rough pings here as well. Let's give it a refresh and try again. So, you know, this is all part of it. Of course, this is, you know, alpha, and I don't think there are any really proper dedicated server hosting platforms yet. I know that there's maybe a handful, but they seem to require a Steam account to set up, and that's not something that I'd be willing to do yet. And so I guess once the game maybe gets further into beta or final product, there'll be some better dedicated server hosting options available. But right now, I mean, this is the one I was just at where we were all birds for some reason. I guess I'm going to try to get back into it and see if I can figure something out. Okay, so let's see. 10 on blue 4, 11. Seems that we don't really have that many people joining op 4, which could be a problem, so I'll go ahead and join them. I don't know that there's any balancing, because by default you're just stuck on blue 4. So if anything, I do want to record more of what's going on because it is alpha, and I feel that you know, recording errors or mistakes or even bloopers within my live commentary videos will help with you know, building the game and correcting certain things. You know, if the developers have an eye on a lot of the YouTube comment, which I know they do, they have been paying attention to you know, a lot of the videos out there lately, and that's always a good thing. So, you know, this is a way to say, hey, you know, that's not supposed to be you're not supposed to be a seagull. What's going on here? But I don't know, maybe that was just some weird spectator or mode in between death. I don't know what's up with that. I don't think I've ever seen that before, but I noticed that this is also a typical process. You sit here, you're kind of receiving data. It's usually a custom mission file when you're joining something that's not just already built into the game. So I have been stalled at this screen before, to the point where I have had to try to just get out of the game and try again. So I'm not too sure. Otherwise, if you want to play online, it looks like you're mostly limited to whatever cooperative scenarios exist within the game. But again, that mission editor does exist for you to, you know, customize things to your liking, and then, of course, play around with friends and whatnot. But there is a bit of a learning curve associated with using the editor, so it's not, of course, the easiest thing on the planet. And you can see that there's a lot of disconnecting going on here. I'm going to try to hit escape and bail out of that. That's obviously just completely failed, so I'm not sure what the deal was with that. I believe that well, this appears to be the good server here. There's, okay, looks like maybe I've just gotten into it. Got 19 and 19, so they're pretty much even there. I have no control over clicking at this point in time to select. Okay, now I can, I think. Nope. appears to be some sort of delay in trying to scroll here. Okay, here we go. Medic group leader, whatever. I'll take whatever I can get at this point. We'll hit OK. And we'll see how this works. This one apparently has about 40 players. Now, this is where you take a lot of the performance hit. And as I said in my video settings guide, once you're done testing your game within the editor by yourself, you have to bring the game into a single player scenario with lots of AI and action going on, or multiplayer to further test, because you will find that you will get a lower frame rate once you're in a multiplayer game compared to you just being by yourself in the world, because it's drawing all that terrain and as well as infantry. It's counting rounds fired and all the particle effects, so you are going to lose more of a frame rate, and it's going to be quite drastic. So here we are again, Seagull Simulator. I don't know what this is. I do have control of the bird, like I can turn. I don't know if I can. I don't know that I can actually increase or decrease my altitude here, but I'm not sure what's going on. Let's see. Let's hit M. Cannot connect to the positioning system. Interesting. This guy's like, I'm a seagull. Yeah. What is going on? Okay, there's apparently something wrong with the spawning system. I haven't had this problem. The other day I was on just trying out some team deathmatch servers, and for the most part it worked. It was a little hectic because it felt like you would get spawn killed quite a bit, and that to me is unacceptable. I don't necessarily like playing realistic simulators with a respawn enabled, especially if it is a pretty small or quarantined area, and that's mostly what it was. I don't know if I just have to wait here for this to happen, or what's going on. Okay, so we just kind of spawned again. Flock of seagulls here. Okay, we got some complaints of hackers in the chat there. Respawning said SideStrafe was killed when I hit respawn, and now we're in the game. All right, and yeah, I might have to. Oh, that doesn't look good. Wall textures are kind of freaking out there a little bit. I am also, of course, running fraps, so my frame rate isn't amazing. I may also have to tweak my settings a little bit more just to get things running how I'd like. Okay, well, let's see if I can hang out in here for a second. And then hit M. Check out the map. So this zone is quarantined here. We got some shots fired. Alright, they see something I don't. A lot of the wall textures are spazzing out. I'm not sure why. I don't think I've really run into that too much. But for me, this is foreign territory when we're talking about the multiplayer. So I may have to try to investigate this issue to see if I can run into it within the map editor. Friendly. Wow, I wonder why these wall textures are spazzing out. Usually, I don't know. I mean, I've seen. Pretty sure that was a friend. Actually, I have no idea. What do I look like? Oh, I have a red hat. And that guy had a blue hat. And now I'm a seagull. Okay, this is a bit stupid for me, guys. So I was actually looking for the OP4 uniform. Obviously, we know that there's currently two factions within the alpha. One which is more so like the U.S. Army with the multicam camouflage, and the other one which has got some sort of different sci-fi camo. I'm not sure who they are exactly, but that's what I was looking for. So I saw the guy who looked like he was wearing our uniform, but he had a different color hat. So it seems like whoever's modded this team deathmatch has made red and blue hats. In which case, I find that to be kind of stupid. I didn't buy this game to play red versus blue, cheese ball team deathmatch. And on top of that, the game is just a bit sluggish, so I'm gonna have to bail out of here and take a look at some of the settings to see why my walls are flickering there. I haven't actually experienced that issue yet. Yeah, this whole seagull thing is a bag of stupid. I really can't do a whole lot with that. I don't know why. I was on a server the other day that was actually pretty stable. I just don't remember which one it was. I am pretty sure it was this one here, which is where I think I just came off of. Although I'm not sure. Let's see, are any of these other servers doing... My ping isn't amazing here, but let's actually try this one. This says it's got some sort of objective. But again, guys, alpha is alpha. This is all part of the testing process, and we gotta figure these things out so that we can go to their little form and submit different bug reports and whatnot. So make sure you're doing that as well. Now, it's interesting because, like I said, it's very rare that you get any type of connection failed. It's very rare that you get any type of alpha build that has modding support built into it. So a lot of people are, of course, using the editor and, actually modding the game already. So it's hard to tell, what kind of problems we're going to run into here. So... let's see. I was willing to go into something that had... Let's try this one. I'm just going through these different servers here. And explosive specialist, grenadier. Let's go with the grenadier. Hit OK there. Receiving mission file. But I'm glad that they decided to do this alpha because, with time, it's just going to get better. And it's good to look at these errors, while they're fresh. And I'm sure with patching, it's just going to get even better. Considering, again, it does run pretty well for an alpha. I've seen much worse. Much worse. Heck, I've seen... worse launch titles, cannot load texture. I've seen this issue before. Usually you can just hit close there and it's fine. Let's see. All right, so here, vehicle. Let's see if we're getting into this one. It says deathmatch, but I would assume that it's probably some sort of team deathmatch. All right, well, at least we're not a seagull. Gun up. I appear to have my normal blue 4 uniform. Performance here feels a little bit better than it does on the last server. We got some guys running into walls. We are having some sync issues, and there goes my performance. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, it's interesting. Looking into this direction is not helping out a lot. Nah, the whole server's kind of... The whole game is tanking for me. This guy's standing on his little dune buggy. Not dune buggy, but his ATV. Yeah, this one has about 50 or so players, I believe, on it. And you can see it says on the lower left, a lot of people losing connections. So it's not doing so hot. And I dare say that it's not very playable right at this point in time. At least not to the point where this would be considered entertaining to anybody. So I apologize. This really isn't here for entertainment more so than it is for testing purposes. What's going on here? Can I get in? Is there any space in here? Okay, well, I think there is. All right. Are we going anywhere? This guy just passed out at the steering wheel. Oh my goodness. I'm guessing that's a glitch. Everybody's passed out. It's like The Hangover 4. That guy's got his head in between his legs, I think. And I'm sure I don't look very well either. Alright, let's just see what we got going here. The vehicle physics, they're better than ArmA 2's. A lot better, but they still need some work. They really do. That's one of the things that they just don't feel solid yet. You know, you don't feel that suspension working properly, and that's really what they need. And again, I'm not intentionally drawing this comparison. I'm just doing it because it's the best game to look at in regards to physics. Battlefield 3's vehicle physics are top notch. You know, I'm not, again, it's not a realistic game, but in terms of how you know, the suspension handles the bumps in the terrain, you know, that's a really good example. Because right now, as you can see just from this, and even playing with the vehicles in a single player environment, it's not fantastic. And I think we just kind of ran over a mine or something. I'm not sure there. Please don't hit that truck. Okay. I'm afraid for my life. I don't think that this is going to work out. Do we have an... Looks like we're going to try to pick this guy up. What's the objective here? Op 4 base. Alright, so we're heading into this direction. We can see we've got some friendlies on the way. Let's stick with this and see what happens. I'm curious. I'm sure you are as well. Alright, some hostile vehicles abandoned, it seems. A little worried about running into some ambushes or just enemy fortifications, perhaps. I'm still in the vehicle here. These guys are popping out a little bit. There's a guy just, I guess, spotted. And I think everybody's bailing out here. Alright, so... I don't know, we've got some friendlies here. Somebody's planting charges, it seems, as well. Got some shots fired in the distance. Sounds like a heavy caliber. Perhaps 50 cal or something like that. I don't know. See, everybody's hanging out over here. I need to take a look at the map. So let me grab some cover and kind of get an idea of what's going on here. Is there a briefing as well? No. Team players, statistics. All right, so looks like we've set up here. We've got the Op 4 base. Hostiles spotted. Here, this guy's engaging. I don't know if he doesn't necessarily know where he's taking fire from. Not sure how accurate the map is, so I don't really want to rely on it too much. I do not have a sight designed for range, and I'm mostly the team. I think I'm one. What did I pick? One of the, no, I picked Grenadier. So yeah. You can see a lot of, look, this guy's just skateboarding. it seems. Yeah, there's a lot of connectivity problems here. Oh man, it's the future. We've got roller skates, rollerblades. Reminds me of those shoes that have the built-in wheels that you can kind of kick in and out. I forgot what they're called. Somebody's injured. Was this? I almost forgot what server I joined. Was this the one that was objective based? Is this considered? Uh-oh. What just blew up? Is that somebody's charge? Got some smoke in the distance there. Something went up. You can see that we've got some fire in the distance there as well. It looks like we've got some voice chatter coming in too. No idea, but... I may need to set up my voice communications as well. Right now I haven't used a whole lot of it. Again, I'm going to consider myself a noob in regards to the multiplayer for the time being. We've got our vehicle on the road there. We probably should have hid it behind some bushes. Okay, well, there's not as much action on this server.
Hey, 7th Cavalry.
So we've got some more radio chatter going on over here. Let's see where these guys are headed. Again, I'm not using my voice comms at the moment for the sake of the commentary. Yeah, all the animations are fracked at this point in time. I don't really use third person a whole heck of a lot, especially in a multiplayer situation, but I will turn to it from time to time just to take a look at my guy, kind of a setup I've got going on sometimes, but I've also, of course, got my inventory that I can take a look at to see what we have equipped. Saddle up, back to passing out within the vehicle. Okay, so I do have my voiceover turned down quite a bit. That's a hostile vehicle up front, but I don't know if it's being driven by a hostile. Alright, let's bail out. We're going to approach this vehicle. I don't know, they may have dropped him.
He's down, guy. That one by the truck is.
Alright, they got him.
We're still taking drop shots.
And I'm a seagull. You know, just as things are starting to get exciting, we got some fire coming in, and now I'm a bird. And somebody's complaining about hacking again. Yeah, I think we're all having issues with this. This is what, the third or fourth server that I've taken a look at where there's been some issues. So I think that's going to be it for now, ladies and gents. Again, this is alpha, and more so, I'm starting to want to create some of these videos just for, testing purposes, to just kind of give you my feedback on what I see and to perhaps just record more just content for the developers to take a look at, so that they have more information to go off of. So that's going to be it for this one. Wasn't very entertaining, but perhaps it was a little bit more amusing. Again, this is, for the sake of testing. Let me know what you think about me. Just it's either I do this without recording it, or I do it and just record and see what happens, and uploaded it. It's not necessarily the kind of content I would normally release, because it does go against my standards in terms of trying to deliver something a bit more entertaining to you. But this is what we've got to deal with so far, and I know there are some successful servers out there that aren't having these issues. These seem like fresh problems, because I haven't really run into this yet, and I really don't have much of an idea of what's going on. I, of course, will take a look at some of your comments below if you have some thoughts on this. I really haven't been doing too much reading in regards to the forums and things like that to see what's going on. I've been a little bit busy with certain things, such as my TGS Blood Bowl footage and whatnot. So hopefully I can get back on track and take a look at some more things with ArmA 3, as I do plan on covering it as much as possible, as well as looking at modifications and other perhaps custom scenarios and whatnot. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on the next one.